Welcome in, everyone, and welcome to day 2 here in Oxford, Alabama, Ozone World Series play. We are going to have an elimination game between North Carolina and Mississippi. North Carolina, your visiting team. Mississippi is your home team for this game. Mississippi will be out in the field first. North Carolina will be batting first here in this game. We'll go through the starting lineups real quick. I'm Anthony Crum with JockJive.com. Happy to have you in. Happy to have you with us here for this elimination game between these two teams. Starting a little late today. We had some rain around 2 o'clock here. We were supposed to start at 3. But instead, we're a little bit behind due to them having to rake the fields and get them all set, but we're ready to play now. And there are some ominous clouds out in our distance. Hopefully those don't come in and have any effect on our game today. Starting on the mound for Mississippi will be Connor Hale. This is the first time I've seen this Mississippi team play. I saw North Carolina play yesterday. Both of these teams fell in yesterday's matchups. North Carolina had a 5-1 loss to Texas. Mississippi lost 7-6 to Georgia. The first batter for North Carolina will be number 9, the right fielder, Bebe Moore, to go up against Connor Hale. The right-hander on the mound for Mississippi fires the first pitch in, and it's fouled off. First strike one by Bebe Moore. After Bebe Moore will be number 14, the catcher, Cole Irby. Number 5, the pitcher, Charlie Melton. Number 7, the center fielder, Bennett Davis. Number 10, the shortstop, Tucker Cash. Number 12, the second baseman, Marty Lovingood. Number 4, the first baseman, Nick Cole. Next pitch comes in, swung through, strike 2 on Bebe Moore. Number 45, the third baseman, Colton Mays. Number 17, the left fielder, Branson Butchard. Number 6, Jordan Mull. Number 2, Lucas Seldo. And number 50, Mark Allen. 0-2 pitch hit to the right side of the infield, right to the second baseman. Fire to first for the first out. That's a play by Rashawn Keys to fire over to the first baseman, Peyton Purdue of Mississippi, for the first out. These teams trying to stay alive here. Elimination game winner goes on, loser goes home. The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of Florida and Louisiana, a game going on to my left there in the second inning. No score over there right now. Up now is Cole Irby. He watches the first pitch too low outside for ball 1. Happy to have you in today. Shout-out numbers on your screen, 410-903-2715. That's 410-903-2715. This pitch comes in, fouled back by Irby. Check swing. Makes contact with his bat, goes into the screen. Go KM. Number 2, good luck. Thank you for that shout-out. If you want to send in a shout-out, 410-903-2715. Just tell me who you are, who you're rooting for, and where you're rooting from. Here for the Ozone World Series in Oxford, Alabama. Next pitch coming in from Hale, too far outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Irby. If you notice that all the umpires are in pink today, it's because it's Pink Out Sunday here at the park for cancer awareness. Irby slaps one into right field. That one's going to get down for a single. A 1-out single for Cole Irby gives North Carolina an early base runner. North Carolina fell to Texas yesterday 5-1. A game where it was scoreless through 5 innings. Texas scored 2 in the 5th and 3 in the 6th. North Carolina only mustered 1 run in the 5th inning. They actually had the bases loaded with 1 out, and then Bebe Moore grounded into a double play to end that threat. So North Carolina is going to have to get the offense going today. We'll see if they can get the bats going here on Sunday, as the first pitch into Charlie Melton is fouled back for strike 1. Let's go, KM. You all got this. The Bell family is watching from back home. Thank you for that shout-out. Strike 1 on Melton. Next pitch comes in. This one bounces to the plate for a ball. Good block behind the plate. Behind the plate for Mississippi is number 5, the catcher, Lane Steinwinder. Mississippi checks the runner at first, Cole Irby. That one almost gets away from the first baseman, Purdue. Off his glove, but he does a good job to bring that throw down as the Clowns slowly get closer here over Choccolocco State Park. Happy to have you in today. North Carolina versus Mississippi. North Carolina, your visiting team. Mississippi, your home team. Elimination game. Both of these teams fell yesterday. They're trying to not have an early exit in this tournament. But they both have their backs up against the wall. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties. The computer just decided once we started broadcasting it wanted to crash. But you know, what are you going to do? I'll catch you up on what you missed. You see North Carolina's got 2 runs now compared to Mississippi's 0. A 2-run home run by Charlie Melton with Cole Irby on first. He planted it over the center field fence. And that's how North Carolina got on the board early here in the top of the first. We have 2 outs after a fly out by Tucker Cash. Bennett Davis stands on second. He reached on an error from the shortstop, number 30, Nick Green. The ball just got away from him. Now at the plate is Nick Cole. We also had a single by Marty Lovingood. He stands on first. So Nick Cole, the first baseman, stands in with 2 outs and 2 on. Again, sorry for the slight delay. The computer decided it didn't want to work for me. But we got it back up and going now. Hopefully it stays on and we can continue throughout the rest of this game. I'm Anthony Crum with JockJive.com. Happy to have you in this afternoon into the evening. We got Go KM number 2 from Brother Mimi and Mama. Thank you for that shout out. Happy you stuck with us through our slight delays. On the mound for Mississippi is Connor Hale. He's faced six batters so far in this inning, has only recorded 2 outs. We got Go Branson from Eli and Rudy. Thanks for that. And that's strike 3. Going down swinging is Nick Cole, and that's going to end the inning. A strikeout ends the top of the first for North Carolina, but not before they score 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Charlie Melton, who's the pitcher for North Carolina. He does it in the batter's box, and he's going to try to go out and do it on the mound. He gives his team the lead as we head to the bottom of the first. We haven't gone through Mississippi's lineup yet, so we'll do that real quick. Leading off for Mississippi will be number 4, Carlos Martin, followed by number 5, the catcher, Lane Steinwinder. Number 17, the pitcher, Connor Harrell. Number 16, the first baseman, Peyton Purdue. Number 30, the shortstop, Nick Green. Number 24, Blaine Causey. Number 1, the second baseman, Rayshawn Keys. Number 7, Kelton Hosey. Number 11, the left fielder, Charles Sims. Number 6, Hunter Eakes. Number 22, Heath Birkin, the third baseman. And number 23, Brady Richards, the right fielder. On the mound is Charlie Melton for North Carolina as we head to the bottom of the first. You didn't hear me earlier. It's Pink Out Sunday here at the park for cancer awareness. That's why you see all the umpires out there on the field in their pink shirts. As we have an elimination game between North Carolina and Mississippi going on here. North Carolina fell to Texas yesterday 5-1. Mississippi lost a close one to Georgia 7-6. Leading off the inning for Mississippi will be number 4, the center fielder Carson Martin, as they attempt to get those 2 runs back. Don't forget to like JockJive on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 Facebook likes and 1,000 Twitter followers this summer, and we need your help to get there. And when you like us on Facebook, we keep you updated on scores, schedules, game status, and so much more. So go to JockJive.com and follow the shortcut to all the social media, or simply put JockJive Sports in the search engine of Facebook, or at us on Twitter. Plus, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Happy to have you in this evening for this game between these 2 teams who are looking to stave off elimination. First pitch comes in from Melton, does not catch the plate. Ball 1 on the outside to Carlos Martin, the center fielder. Mississippi's coached by Shane Steinwinder, Brian Perdue, and Thomas Calsey. Mike Mall, Shane Cole, and William Strope lead the charge in the coaching boxes for North Carolina. The left-handed batter, the center fielder for Mississippi, stands in now to take his first hacks against Charlie Melton, who did a great job on the mound yesterday. I watched him pitch in their game against Texas. He went 4 full innings, didn't even allow a run. So definitely a good arm on the mound here for North Carolina. Pitch comes in, foul to the backstop by Martin, and that's going to be another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. As the clouds get closer, I see some rain out there in center field in our distance. Hopefully that does not have any effect on our play here. Another foul back by Martin, who stays alive at the plate. Good luck, Hunter Eakes. Good luck. Shout out to Hunter Eakes. Good luck. We believe in you. Love, Mama, and Papa. Thank you for that shout out. Keep them coming at 410-903-2715. The number you see on your screen is your shout out number. Another foul back by Martin, who takes a hefty cut at the Melton pitch and stays alive at the plate. Big crowd on hand on both sides. All these parents and relatives coming out to root on their teams. As we had a little bit of delay due to rain earlier in the afternoon, it took them a little longer to get the fields ready, as it was raining all up until 2 o'clock. But Martin strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. Charlie Melton strikes out Carlos Martin for the first out of the bottom of the first. Standing in now is the left-handed catcher, Lane Steinwinder, who watches strike 1. Next pitch comes in. This one a little low, getting off the catcher's mitt and going to the backstop. And one getting off the glove of number 14, Cole Irby, behind the plate for North Carolina. But nobody on base, so no harm, no foul there. The count just moves to 1-1. After today's game is over, you can watch the action again and again on JockJive.com. We have all the games archived. You can watch them just like you're watching the live coverage. So you can go back and see the games later if you want to relive any of the action. 1-1 pitch is too low to the outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch again doesn't find the zone. 3-1 now the count on Steinwinder. This pitch comes in. Big cut at that one is Steinwinder, but he fouls it straight into the ground as it bounced right off against the plate. Count moves to full on the catcher for Mississippi. Full count pitch comes in, delivered, finds the top of the zone. Strike 3, 2 straight strikeouts now for Charlie Melton as he sets Martin down swinging, and now Steinwinder down looking. As he's looking to hold up that 2-run lead that he put up all by himself in that first inning. He had a 2-run home run in the top of the first that scored Cole Irby and himself. Now he's trying to put up a 0 here in the bottom of the first. Standing in now is number 17, Connor Hale. Hale, the opposing pitcher for Melton. See if he can get Melton back here. Melton hit a home run off him. He stands in now, getting set for this pitch, and this one finds the zone for a strike. 2-1 pitch comes in, doesn't find the zone, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike now on Connor Hale, number 17 for Mississippi. As he tries to be the first base runner on base today for this Mississippi All-Star team. Pitch comes in, strike 2. Full count now on Connor Hale, second full count on this Mississippi team today. Lane Steinwander worked the count full, but he struck out looking. We'll see if Connor Hale can have better luck here, and he fouls that pitch back. Shout out to Luke Saldo and the whole KM team. Love ya. Luke, Missy, and Marty. Thanks for that shout out. 3-2. The count on Connor Hale, the opposing pitcher. He swings on the full count pitch again. Wastes it, fouls it back. Count stays full. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom first. North Carolina leading Mississippi 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. In an overcast day here in Alabama. Rain out in center field. You can see it probably on your screen. And that's going to be ball 4. Connor Hale is going to take his base. Hopefully that rain blows to the other side. But we count our blessings. All this overcast does have us in a nice cool day. The wind blowing in from center field. So it might be a little bit harder to hit some home runs. All those flags out there whipping around. Taking off for second base is Hale. And he's in there safely with the stolen base. Up to bat now is the first baseman, number 16, Peyton Purdue. He watches the first pitch go by and then watches his pitcher scamper to second and get in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. A big 2-out hit needed now from Mississippi to score that runner from second. We'll see if the left-hander, Peyton Purdue, can give it to him here. Pitch comes in. That one too far outside for a ball. The 2-0 pitch finds the zone for a strike. 2-1 now to Peyton Purdue. The 2-1 pitch. That one looked to be too far outside, but Purdue chased it anyway. And the count runs even at 2. Charlie Melton 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Melton sets and delivers the 2-2 pitch. This one hit hard to the shortstop. This one bounces off of his glove, and there's going to be no play at any base. Would have been a tough throw anyway for North Carolina's shortstop, Tucker Cash, as he had to go to his knees to field that pitch. Moving up to third is Connor Hale. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs for Nick Green. Purdue has some speed down that first base line, so it would have been a tough play. I'll give him the infield single unofficially. And Nick Green, number 30, the shortstop, stands in now with runners at the corners and 2 outs. He watches the first pitch high for ball 1 as Mississippi tries to respond to the 2 runs put up by North Carolina in that top of the first. We play 6 innings here in the Ozone World Series division. This pitch swung through. Strike 1 on Nick Green. The run rules are as follows. There is mercy rules in place if the game starts to get out of hand. 15 after 3 or 10 anywhere after 4. 1-1 pitch too low outside. Nick Green watches it go by harmlessly. 2 balls, 1 strike now on the shortstop, number 30. Pitch comes in from Charlie Melton, who needs 1 more out to get out of this inning. This one hit hard down the right field line. This one could be fair. It does fall fair. It gets all the way to the fence. That's going to move Connor Hale all the way to third. Now he's coming home. Play at the plate, and he's out and home. Good play made by North Carolina's right fielder, Bebe Moore, to field that one throw all the way home into the catcher Cole Irby and get Connor Hale going from first, trying to score on that hit down the right field line by Nick Green. He'll get credit with the single and 1 RBI. But a great play made at the plate to stave off another run. Mississippi was trying to tie it, but North Carolina cuts down the tying run at the plate to end the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second. Your score, North Carolina 2, Mississippi 1 here on JockJive.com. It may come as a surprise to you how affordable it is to have JockJive Sports provide coverage of your sporting event or sports team with quality streaming, offering a national and international platform to show off your school or sport. We produce everything from youth sports to the NCAA Division I, literally in every part of the country. Large productions are small, tiny, venues are huge. We can and have done it all. To put JockJive Sports to work for you, email info@jockjive.com. Thank you for joining us today here on JockJive.com. Returning to the mound for Mississippi, Connor Hale comes out for his second inning of work. The lefty looks to put up a 0 here, number 17. He scored the 1 run for Mississippi in that first inning. He walked and was brought around by the single by Nick Green. Trying to score from first was Peyton Purdue, but he was cut down at the plate. It's a great throw made from the right fielder of North Carolina, Bebe Moore, to cut down the runner at the plate. The tag was made by the catcher Cole Irby. North Carolina got their 2 runs off a 2-run home run by Charlie Melton, number 5, the pitcher, what brought in Cole Irby as he planted one over the center field fence. 2-1 your score as we head to the top of the second. Elimination game between these two teams. Both of these teams lost yesterday, and they're trying to stay alive here in the Ozone World Series. Up now for North Carolina is number 45, the third baseman, Colton Mays. He sets for his first looks at Connor Hale here. First pitch comes in, finds the zone, strike 1. Down 0-1 is the number 45, the third baseman for North Carolina. Oh, 1 pitch comes in, hits sharply out to left field. That one's going to get down. That one looks like it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Tripping over first a little bit is Mays, and that's going to make him turn around. A hit goes all the way to the fence, but he's only able to get one as he slipped a little over first base. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Colton Mays to get North Carolina going here in the top of the second. Good luck, KM, from Gary and Shannon Mull. Thank you for that shout out. They're rooting for North Carolina there. Keep the shout-outs coming at 410-903-2715. That's your shout-out number. Now Branson Bouchard stands in now. This is Bouchard's first plate appearance on the day. He stands in with 1 on first and nobody out. Number 17, the left fielder, launches the first pitch outside for a ball. Pitch comes in, swung through for a strike. One ball, 1 strike on Bouchard. Swinging through another pitch, strike 2, and he's down to Connor Hale. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 17, the righty, stands in, the 9-hole hitter in this lineup. 1-2 pitch comes in. This one gets to the backstop. Taking off for second base is Mays, and he's in there without a throw. Runner in scoring position now for Bouchard as his North Carolina team leads Mississippi 2-1, and they're trying to add to their lead here in the top of the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes count now on North Carolina's left fielder. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ball comes in. This one bounces off the glove of the catcher of Mississippi. Play at third. Not in time. Stealing third base is Mays on another ball that gets away from Mississippi's catcher, number 5, Lane Steinwinder. Now a runner just one bag away from making the score 3-1 here with no outs in the top of the second. Actually, it looked like Bouchard's going to be on first. I'm not sure if that pitch hit him. And he's going to be on first base. So runners at the corners now as Bouchard is able to take his base. So 2 on with no outs for number 6, Jordan Mull. As Bouchard's going to take second without a throw. 2 in scoring position with no outs now for North Carolina. Go Team Mississippi. Love Ken, Caitlin, and Katie Grace. Thanks for that shout out. Pitch comes in to Mull, swung through, strike 2 rather. No balls, 2 strikes on Jordan Mull. Oh, 2 pitch high and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on number 6 for North Carolina. Two on, 2 in scoring position with no outs. Bottom 3 of the lineup's going to have to get something going here if North Carolina wants to get another run. 3 balls, 2 strikes now the count on Jordan Mull. Count runs full. Connor Hale in danger of walking the bases loaded here with no outs in the top of the second. North Carolina looking for a big inning, but that's strike 3. Jordan Mull goes down looking for the first out. After that strikeout, it brings up number 2, Lucas Seldo, to the plate. The right-handed batter strides in with 2 in scoring position and just 1 out. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike 1. Let's go, Baby Juice KM number 2. Thanks for that shout out. He stands in. Next pitch. Hit down the right field line. That one looks like it's going to be fair, and it is. It lands down the right field line, and that's going to score the runner from third. Colton Mays comes in. That's a single RBI for Lucas Soto, who claps his hands. And first base in excitement as he doubles the North Carolina lead. 3-1 your score now with runners at the corners and 1 out. An RBI single for Lucas Seldo. That brings up Mark Allen, number 50. He's the last batter in this North Carolina lineup before we turn the lineup over to Bebe Moore, the right fielder, number 9, who stands on deck. 1 out, runners at the corners. We'll see if Seldo takes off for a second to move into scoring position with speed on third base as Bouchard, and he does, scampering to second. That ball got away from Steinwinder, so no throw. Easy steal there by Seldo. As we have a meeting out on the mound now as Mississippi's come to talk to Connor Hale. standing on third base. For North Carolina with 1 out is Branson Bouchard, and standing at second is Lucas Saldo. As North Carolina looks to put up a big inning here to get some more space on Mississippi. They scored 2 in the top of the first after a 2-run home run from Charlie Melton, and now they've scored 1 on the RBI single by Lucas Saldo, and they're looking for more. As they're still out there talking to Connor Hale. We'll see what they decide to do here. Are we going to have a pitching change for Mississippi here early with 1 out in the top of the second? As the rain starts to come down now, everyone scampering away to find coverage as it's starting to rain here in Oxford, Alabama. During our meeting at the mound, not sure. Got the 2 coaches out there talking to Connor Hale and the home plate umpire as the rain really starting to fall now, and it looks like they're going to take Connor Hale off the mound and bring in the second baseman for Mississippi. I believe Rayshawn Keys is the one going to be in now, unless there's a different second baseman out there. Actually, Nick Green is going to be the pitcher, the shortstop, but it's raining pretty hard out there on the field, and I'm sure if they're going to play through this or let it pass. As Nick Green takes over on the mound for Connor Hale. Pitching change for Mississippi. As Mississippi doesn't want to get down by too many runs here. They let Georgia come back on them yesterday. Now they're quickly behind North Carolina 3-1 here in the top of the second with 1 out. 2 in scoring position. Third base is Branson Bouchard, and standing at second is Lucas Saldo. He just hit an RBI single to bring home Colton Mays, and that's how our score is 3-1. Sorry for the camera, it's going to get hard to see. We are in a press box here in Oxford, Alabama, and unfortunately we have no way to open the glass panes in front of us. So as the glass gets rained on, it's going to obscure our camera a little bit. There's no way for us to wipe it off, as the panes of glass unfortunately do not open, and that's why we're so far away from the field, as this press box is about 200 feet away from the action. But I'll be able to see and bring you the coverage as best as I can here on JockJive.com. If your camera is a little blurred, I greatly apologize. We do the best that we can trying to bring you guys the video. There's no way for us to get a camera down there on the field. We don't have that kind of capability with the setup that we have here. We apologize for that. But we're going to do the best that we can. Hope you enjoy the coverage here for the rest of the game. First pitch in from Nick Green to number 50, Mark Allen. Is a little low. 2 balls, no strikes now, the count on Mark Allen, the last batter in this lineup. Mark Allen takes a big cut at the 2-0 pitch, and that's going to be strike 1. Still raining out there on the field. Clouds look like they're breaking up a little bit, so this might be a short rain shower here in Oxford, Alabama. Mark Allen swings through another one, strike 2. Count even at 2 now as Nick Green faces his first batter of the night. Connor Hale only goes 1 1/3 inning, allowing 3 runs. He's responsible for the 2 batters on base. 2-2 pitch, too far outside, low and away, ball 3. Full count now on the 12-hole hitter for North Carolina. Number 9, the right fielder, Bebe Moore, stands on deck. Swinging through the full count pitch is Mark Allen, strike 3. Big second out recorded by Nick Green to hopefully for Mississippi State get themselves out of this inning without allowing any more runs. But Bebe Moore is going to have to try to say something about that. He hits one right back up the middle, right to Nick Green. Nick Green fires to first, and that's ground out for Bebe Moore. He goes to 0-2 on the day, and Nick Green does his job, comes in relief of Connor Hale with 2 in scoring position and only 1 out, and he picks up those 2 outs without allowing any more runs. Your score after 1.5 innings, North Carolina 3, Mississippi 1 as we head to the bottom of the second. Number 24, Blaine Causey, will be leading off for Mississippi. Right after this, we'll see if Charlie Melton, he does. Looks, Charlie Melton's already out there ready to go. Charlie Melton returns to the mound as the rain continues to fall here in Oxford, Alabama. We got some shout-outs to get to. What a hit, number 2. And we're rooting on Lucas Saldo as he got that RBI single. Good luck, number 14, Cole Irby. We are so proud of you and the team from the Dixon family. And we have rain, rain, go away. I agree with that shout-out. Makes it hard to see, hard to play out there on the field. Sometimes rain makes it impossible to play baseball. We don't want to see that here as we got 2 more games after this in our Ozone coverage here. We're on field 3. I'm Anthony Crum with JockJive.com. It's 3-1. North Carolina over Mississippi headed to the bottom of the second. On this field a little bit later, we are going to have at circa 5:45, it's probably going to be a little bit later, we'll have Alabama and Virginia squaring off. And then our nightcap here on field 3, South Carolina and Tennessee. Hope you stick around for those games. And also check out some of the other games going on JockJive.com. 6 announcers, 6 fields going right now. So plenty of action that you can try to catch out there on the field as here comes the torrential downpour. It's getting even hard to see for me out there on the field. You can see that rain coming down on that roof in front of you. A torrential downpour here in Alabama as Charlie Melton is going to have to work hard to keep that ball dry and pitch here to this Mississippi lineup. Blaine Causey steps in. First pitch outside for a ball. Next pitch fouled back for strike 1. Count even at 1 as the rain comes down even harder here. I can barely see the field. It's raining so hard, and they're going to take everyone into the dugout. The rain is just too much to be playing here. You can see the concession stand banner is even flopping around down there. And we are going to be in a rain delay. As we have a shout out, is there going to be delays for any of the upcoming games? I would believe so. We have to wait till these games are finished before we play any of the other games tonight. So the fact that this one is in a delay and we started a little late means the other games are going to start a little bit later. And hopefully we'll get all those games in tonight. But right now we are in a rain delay between North Carolina and Mississippi. There was no lightning that I know, so hopefully we can just let this rain pass and we'll come back and bring you some more baseball. I'm going to sign off for right now here. I'm Anthony Crum with JockJive.com. We are in the bottom of the second. Your score, North Carolina 3, Mississippi 1. When we come back with more baseball, you can stick with us on Facebook and Twitter so we can keep you updated on when we'll be back. But when they're back playing, we'll bring the broadcast back. But for right now, rain delay here in Oxford, Alabama. North Carolina 3, Mississippi 1. See you in a little bit.